Welcome back to NHL Quick Hits, Tuesday edition here for you. Got a number of big player injury news today, starting with Patrik Laine. He'll be out of the lineup tonight. They're still calling that day-to-day, so it doesn't look like it'll have a long-term impact. Matthew Perreault will be the one that steps into that second-line assignment, which is interesting when you consider he was previously waived in order to end up, or at least start the year, on the taxi squad. Andre Burakovsky, another player who's out tonight. That's a big one for Colorado when you consider he's got 2 goals and an assist in just 2 games this year, all of which have been scored on the power play. Jonas Donskoy is the player who will move into his spot on the second line there, possibly a candidate for the power play minutes as well. Erik Johnson for Colorado will be in the lineup today. Rather than taking another player out like a Connor Timmins or a Ryan Graves, they're actually going to go 11 defensemen, or 11 forwards rather, and 7 defensemen for that lineup tonight. Finally, Tim Stützle will miss tonight's game as well with an injury. Again, not a lot of information there as to whether it's long-term or not, so it sounds like it's day-to-day. The big one, big impact of that is Alex Galchenyuk, who is a healthy scratch for the first 2 games of the year. He'll not only jump in to the lineup here, but he's set to take on a second line role, which is a pretty big bump when you consider that. Now, the other kind of important thing here, we always talk goalies here on Quick Hits. We've got a number of backup goalies or at least 1B goalies going tonight. So a couple of those guys, you'll see Alexander Georgiev facing off Mackenzie Blackwood. He's technically the number 2, although probably 1B in that situation. Laurent Brossoit gets the start on the second night of a back-to-back for Winnipeg. He's likely to face Matt Murray, waiting on final confirmation of that. Brian Elliott gets the start again tonight after replacing Carter Hart their last time out. There was some speculation that Hart was pulled so quickly that maybe Elliott would be the backup for this one, but they're going to stick to their plan. Elliott starts. He faces Carter Hutton, who we still technically have as the number 2 for Buffalo, though Linus Ullmark is dealing with a personal situation. Really a big match of the backups here in Washington versus Pittsburgh tonight. Vanacek going for Washington, and Casey DeSmith will face off with the Capitals once again. Tristan Jarry, rough start to the season, and he's never actually faced Washington in his limited career. Casey DeSmith has a bit more experience. We're waiting on final confirmation for the Chicago netminder. Whoever it is will have to go up against Sergei Bobrovsky as he makes his debut this season. We've got Elvis Merzlikins, another number 2, going up against likely Jonathan Bernier, but no confirmation out of Detroit at this point. And then finally, our last backup of the night, who will be going, Cal Peterson, starting tonight over Jonathan Quick in a rest situation, obviously. Philip Grubauer gets the start in Colorado. That's been your Tuesday Quick Hits.